What's good, everybody? It's your boy Hoodie Q-Tip, and we are back with another video. We're back with another women's college basketball team season preview, and this time it's UCLA. Before we get into it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. It's free to do all of those things, so please do that. But now let's get straight into it. UCLA. If you know me, you know how high I've been on UCLA the last couple years. Like, if you didn't know me and you just listened to our podcast, The Hoodie and Headband, which you can do on Multiplicity Media YouTube channel, please go do that. If you listen to that and you didn't know me personally and you didn't know that I am a UConn fan, but I'm a unbiased UConn fan, just so everyone knows that I'm an unbiased UConn fan. Please note that. You would think that my team is UCLA. The last 2 years, I've been so high on them that I've had them in the national championship back-to-back seasons. Last year, they were really close. The year before that, I was really mad because they had a phenomenal opportunity to get there and they lost in the Sweet 16, which I do think was crazy that they were playing LSU in the Sweet 16. And then if they would have beat them, they would have played Iowa in the Elite Eight. That was nuts. Just saying. But nonetheless, and they ended up losing in the Final Four last year to UConn, but UConn ended up winning the championship and winning pretty handily against South Carolina. So you can't even be mad about that, really, honestly. So, can they finally reach the mountaintop is the question. Can they finally get to the moment that they have been fighting for, the moment that they've been reaching for since they all came together? Because Lauren Betts, senior. Kiki Rice, senior. Gabby Jaquez, senior. Gianna Kneepkens, senior. Dugalich, senior. Like, Charlize Ledger-Walker, senior. This team is going to look a lot different next year. So this is your best opportunity. I'm not going to say it's your last opportunity because Corey Close is able to put together a lot of great teams. But this is your best opportunity to win a national championship in quite some. Well, I don't even say quite some time because I do think they really had a chance to win it the last 2 years. But this is their best opportunity out of the last 3 years. This is their best opportunity for sure, and I'm gonna tell you why. One, Lauren Betts, National Player of the Year candidate, could have won it last year. Juju Watkins had a phenomenal second half of the season. She was able to go in and get it. Not mad at that at all. Last year, Lauren Betts averaged 20 points, 9 rebounds, 3 blocks on 65% from the floor, 62% from the free throw line. Phenomenal shooting splits. Kiki Rice, can she continue to improve on her game? I think it's going to be a lot different for her this year it's going to be a lot different for her this year having Charlize Ledger-Walker, having that experienced point guard next to her to where she still has the ability to play some point guard, but she doesn't have to do everything ball handling wise. And I don't think she had to in the past. I don't think she had to do everything, but there was a lot of pressure on her and a lot of expectation on her to make plays as the point guard. Now she can go back to that 2 guard spot where she can, yes, I still have that ability to play make and shot create for others, but now she can get to a spot, 1-2 dribble, pull up, 1-2 dribble, get to the rim, layup, like all these different things. Now that opens up her game even more because that's really what she's been. Like, she's a versatile guard, but I think the best version of her is somebody that's playing the 2 and that's trying to score. And it's not like, oh, she's got to shoot a ton of shots. It's just being aggressive, looking for her shot, those kinds of things. Charlize Ledger-Walker, I just mentioned. She hasn't played since the 2023-2024 season. She averaged 13, 6, and 5 that year. She shot 40% from the field, 22% from 3, and 81% from the free throw line. She's a player that has had different seasons where she averaged 19 points a game, 17 points a game, 15 points a game. So she has the ability to score at a high level. She has the ability to be a great point guard. She has the ability to defend. She brings a lot to the table, is all I'm going to say. We haven't seen her play in quite some time, but she brings a lot to the table in terms of being able to just slow down the game, being able to figure out, okay, this is what we need to do, this is what we need to get into. You know, she was at Washington State. They won a Pac-12 championship one year. So she has the ability. She knows what it's like to play in big games. She's played against UCLA. She played against USC. She played against Stanford. She played against those big Pac-12 teams that when you played against them, you had to bring your best, and she did. She did. So I'm really high on her. I think she's going to have a phenomenal season as well. I think she's going to be maybe the biggest key to this team. There's a player that I've already done a video on. If you haven't seen it, go check in with that after this. Go tap in with that after this video and after you like and subscribe. But Gianna Kneepkens, I think, is the absolute biggest reason that they could win a championship this year. Her ability to shoot from the 3, her ability to be efficient at shooting the ball, getting to the rim, finishing through contact, shooting in the mid range, all the different things that she can do just add so much to this team. She averaged 19, 5, and 3 last year for Utah, shooting 50% from the floor, 45% from three, and 89% from the free throw line. Yes, you heard that correctly. If you didn't watch the other video, you know how big I am on her due to that efficiency, due to how easy it is for her to do it as well. Um, I expect her to do exactly that with UCLA, even more. Maybe she's going to get easier shots because I mean, Lauren Betts is going to command a double team, so they got to double off somebody. And I'm not saying they're doubling off of Gianna because that's the last player I'd double off of on this team. But depending on who's on that floor, there could be four other shooters on the court at one time, and you can't decide. So you just have to play Lauren Betts straight up, and Lauren Betts gonna feast on it. Then we got Gabby Hawkins, one of my favorite players in the country, like one of my absolute favorite players in the country. Um, Averaged 9, 5, and 2 last year on 52, 35, 82 shooting splits. She got better efficiency at every mark, I want to say. Um, she's one of those players that like does so many things well. Like that's look, here we go with that versatile word again. If there was a versatile word counter on this channel, I'd be rich already because I say it so often with so many different players. But she is the definition of that because she can do so many different things on the court. She can score if you needed to. She can go rebound the ball. She can go get you 8 to 10 rebounds in a game. She can get you 5 to 6, maybe 7 assists in a game. She can get you 2 to 3 steals in a game if you needed to. Like anything that you ask her to do, she's gonna go out there and try to do it to her best ability. And those are the players that you want on your team, and those are the players that you want when you're trying to win a championship. That's the key. That's the player on your team that you want when you're trying to win a championship because they are willing to do every single thing that you're gonna need to win a championship. You still have Tamia Gardner, phenomenal shooter, can shoot from deep, can get to the rim, can shoot the one-legged fade. Like she's got a lot in her bag as well. So that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of shooters, even Dugalich, you got a lot of shooters around Lauren Betts now to where you can't really leave nobody open. Now, I'm assuming Ledger Walker is going to shoot a little bit better. She had some years where she shot good from the 3 point line and then didn't. But I think being able to play and being able to work out with UCLA's coaches who are big on player development, big on getting better at the things that you need to get better at. Like it's not just honing in on the things that you're really good at. No, okay, you're really good at this. Let's make sure you're really good at this too, so that when they try to stop that, you got this. It's what Lauren Betts like from her sophomore season to the next season. They made sure that she had that midi, and I'm not saying she's shooting like the deep middies. I'm talking about like you're a little bit like you're still in the paint, but it's that little touch shot. They worked on that a lot, and she shot that a lot better last year. So I think they're gonna continue to work on those things and like mid range shots to where she doesn't have to like get fouled all damn near every possession. She gets fouled almost every possession. So, but that's neither here nor there. For to have a Tamia Gardner or a Duga Leach out there that can also shoot the 3 ball at a high level, it's huge. Ain't even talked about Sienna Betts yet. Like Sienna Betts, I don't know how good she's gonna be like early on, but man, just the thought of having a second Lauren Betts, and I don't even want to be disrespectful and say a second Lauren Betts. Having Lauren Betts' sister on the same team as Lauren Betts feels like a cheat code, but I love it. I love it because it's gonna be funny to see like if they play together, that's gonna be wild. But the fact that you can have Lauren Betts on the floor and then when you bring her off, you bring on another Betts that's not like another super tall, like yeah, super skilled. Like both of them, the skill level for both of them is just out of this world. Um, I can't wait to see it. I cannot wait to see it. The improved shooting is going to be big for them. I think late game execution is going to be a lot better now. Having Charlize Ledger Walker, having Gianna Kneepkens who can score at the end of games and is a player that you can trust to knock down a shot at the end of games. They're going to have more versatility, more balance in terms of like, okay, we're not just focusing on like the last couple of years. I feel like they had either Kiki Rice or it was Lauren Betts. It was Kiki Rice or it was Lauren Betts, and then London Jones. If you're hot this game, thank you. We needed that. Gabby Hawkins, if you score 16 to 17, awesome. We needed that. Dugalich, if you score 14 to 15, awesome. We needed that. Now I think they're in a position where they don't have to put all their eggs into one or two baskets. I think you can look around the entire lineup and find, okay, this player can score, this player can do this player can do this. There's so much balance now. And that's why I'm so high on them. Like even in years past, there was balance, but it was to a certain extent. There's balance this year, and I think they're still going to be a really good defensive team. There's a lot of balance, and I think their ability to score is going to be better than a lot. I mean, they might they might be the best scoring team in the country. They don't run a ton, but they might be the best offensive team in the country. Like they have that ability. Um, One thing that needs to happen though, with like players like London Jones leaving, Janiah Barker leaving, Kendall Dudley leaving, Avery Kane leaving, Zanaya Saka and Goman leaving as well, solidified role is important. I think that was something that wasn't known going into last season, which they had a lot of talent, but they didn't know. I would say solidified roles weren't given out. They were just like, all right, we'll see what happens when the season starts. This player's playing well. This player's playing well. All right, this is what we're running with. Solidified roles have to be had going into the season. Like you have to know what you're doing each and every night. You have to know what your rotation is each and every night. Obviously, if injuries happen, injuries happen. You got to switch some things. But I think going into the season, you have to know, okay, Lauren Betts our first option. Who's our second option? Who's our third option? What are we trying to get to? What is our emphasis on offense? What is our emphasis on defense? All these different things have to be known. And I'm not saying they have to be known November 3rd, November 4th. But like I said for UConn, I didn't say it for South Carolina, but also for every team, you need to know what your identity is. You need to be playing at your best mid February, going into March. I don't care if you're playing great in November and December. Notre Dame last year was phenomenal. November, December, January, into January, February, they struggled. They ended up losing early in the tournament. You have to, like, obviously you want to play all. If you play well all the way through, play well all the way through. But if you have everything figured out by February and you're coasting, not coasting, but like you're comfortable and confident in what you're doing and confident in your team's ability to win, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. I'm picking them to go to the national championship again. I have them versus UConn. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm gonna go down. Hey, if I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna go down swinging, bro. If I'm 0 for 2 right now, if I strike out, I strike out. It is what it is. But if I don't and I hit a home run, Shohei Ohtani. No, I'm just kidding. Um, yeah, man, I'm really excited to see this team play. I'm really excited to see a lot of teams play, but this team, I genuinely think, has so many options and so many different weapons that they can put out at one time. That's just going to make it so hard for teams to stop them and beat them. I just think it comes down to coaching. I think it's going to come down to coaching, late game execution, and just understanding of what you need to do on a game in, game out basis, play in, play out possession, or possession in, possession out basis. And if they can figure those things out, national championship. Calling it right now. Just saying. But like I said, I have a Gianna Kneepkens video that's already out. If you haven't seen that, go tap in with that. I have a couple of player spotlights that have been out already. I have some team previews that are out already. So if you haven't seen those, go check those out as well. Make sure you're liking, commenting, and subscribing. Because again, it's free. It don't cost no money. It don't cost you no money to listen to somebody talk about women's college basketball or WNBA. It don't cost you no money. And if you're a Friends fan, I got videos for that too. I got everything that you might need. You let me know what you want, and I might be able to give it to you. I might be able to bring that to you. Just saying. But thank you guys for watching.